Get the boat gassed up, saunter down to the dock. Put the Yeti in the back and she's ready to rock. It's a May River thing. It's a May River thing. It's a May River thing. Got the whole family down here. It's a May River thing.
Hey everybody, it's Tim Wood with Low Country Chronicle. Excited to bring you another local feature. Want to talk today about an event coming up on Sunday in Bluffton. It's called the Ribbon in the Sky Celebration. A great way to honor those that we've lost, celebrate the lives of those that we've lost, celebrate the community and the next chapter in healing as we get past this pandemic. Had a great conversation with the pastor at St. John's Baptist Church in Bluffton, Reverend Gwendolyn Green, who's behind this Ribbons in the Sky celebration, and excited to bring that to you now. Get ready. We're going to be kind of relaunching Low Country Chronicle. You'll see a lot more interviews over the coming weeks, and we're excited for that. But for now, you get the unshaven version of Tim, as we wanted to get this out as quick as possible. So here is the Reverend Gwendolyn Green. Here with Reverend Gwendolyn Green. As you said, that's a little tongue twister. So tell us how this Ribbons in the Sky event came to be.
I thank you for asking me that, because it was just something that really touched my heart. Hearing a lot of the people talking about sickness and death and losing one another. COVID, when that COVID came in, the pandemic, isolation, people isolated from their family and being separated from each other, and just hearing a lot of stories, overhearing things when I'm in like Walmart and different places, seeing people sad. And the most terrifying news that was coming to me, when people had to drop their loved ones off to the hospital and could not be with them, couldn't sit with them, or getting a phone call saying that they passed away. I wouldn't even want to imagine. So I began to just think about how could I console these people, because a lot of people, by me being a pastor, calls or come or get on our prayer line that we do 6:00 a.m. every morning. They call in and want prayer, and I'm hearing these stories, and my heart started getting heavy. And I'm like, some joy got to come somewhere from someone. So, I just prayed about it, and that thought just came, and I listened to a song, just listening. It came up just on the shuffle, Stevie Wonder song, Ribbon in the Sky. And when I heard that song, it just made my heart melt. And I said, you know what? That would be awesome. That would be awesome to do. And then I was just taking a stroll in our church yard, just walking down, and I walked further down to the park, and I remember that park was there, and there was some names on the benches, and I always wondered, what happened to these people, and they seemed like they were really young. I even did a wedding out there before. I did a wedding a few years ago, maybe about 5 years ago out there, and I just always go out there and sit. And when I sit, I just, be thinking on them and their life. And lo and behold, when this came about, I thought about the park, including it in. And I am grateful to say I have met about 3 or 4 of the parents and got to know the life story. So we will be starting at the park. Will be our opening ceremony. And this will be April the 3rd. April the 3rd, which is Sunday.
Coming right up.
Sunday. And they will be coming down. They're going to make it like their reunion. We're going to start in the park at 3:00 a.m. And then we're going to just move from there to here at the church, which we're turning this into a life center. Life, that's what this is all about, celebrating life. So we're going to turn our church building into a life center. And then Town Hall is going to do something, and we're going to move on to the Hayward House, and we're going to end up 6:30 will be a lineup for a night parade, And this parade is called You Light Up My Life. So that's what we celebrate in life. It's just so much, because I even have 2 children that deals with mental illness. So, and I know how that could be. So we are really letting people know you're not alone with people that have chronic disease, mental illness, internal illness. We just want to say we are here as a community in Bluffton. We are just so grateful with what we have with our officials and everybody coming together to want to work with this, to help us to know you're not alone in this, and there's support out there. So we want to make it aware. So we will have vendors at the Martin Park. We will have vendors. We will have people that's talking about different things that's available to help out. Resources, good, resources. So aware of the resources that's out there to help us along the way. And I'm so thankful. And I'm so thankful to you, Tim, to want to get this out to the people. This is what we call teamwork within our community. That night parade, I'm not sure, but I think it's the first one. So we're looking for like golf carts, motorcycles, the scooters, 4-wheelers, because we're going to make it small motors. And we have bikes. Matter of fact, Glow Bikes, a tour company that have lit up bikes from Hilton Head, they would be here. We have the Sheriff Department, even Yamasee Police Department want to take part. They would be here. So we're really looking for people to come out and let your light shine. Light up your vehicles. And we're going to have a judging contest. The vehicle with the most lights and also the most creative. So I'm looking forward to this on Sunday.
Sounds fantastic. I mean, it sounds like this is just kind of a celebration of life and a start of a new chapter in healing, right?
Yes, healing. That's the main thing. Another thing, I did not know when I set this up that I would be going through the same thing. We buried my brother last Saturday. Going through that, grieving myself while setting this up, it gave me hope, even with Ribbon of the Sky. Then it wasn't over because Monday we had to do the burial because he was Army, so National Cemetery. So I had to go back to Florida. So it wasn't closure. So I am too feeling some of the same things that the people are feeling. So when this was set, this is just like a breath of fresh air for me too. And we want them to know that you can rejoice in loving memories, helping you to get from grieving to now remembering and not feeling the pain of it. So we will have people that's there, hospice and different ones will be there helping you to do coping skills. So we want to have a good time in love and memory because they too want us to continue our life and they want us to live on. So that's what we want to do, actually live on.
I think that, with all the suffering we all went through during the pandemic, if there's one good that I take from it is that we are talking openly about our own issues, about mental illness.
Yes.
I think we obviously still have a long way to go in lessening the stigma. But the more we talk about it and the more we say it, and it not just be a cliche, you're not alone. The more we openly embrace it.
Yes,
that we're all dealing with stuff.
Yes. We all have our inner problem, whether it's inner disease, eternal, something inner in the mind. And like you said, letting it out. Letting people know that this is something I'm going through. It keeps you, I really believe in my heart that's why so many people commit suicide because they think nobody don't understand. The
isolation, the feeling that this defines you as like
being
you can't
crazy or
you
being
can't be anything
different.
more than
Yes,
this. And the shame.
Yes.
The
shame in. Now that you said that, I had a young man to call me about 33, in his 33. And he was like, I finally got to talk to somebody because it's been really making me feel like I'm crazy. It gives me anxiety. And he's like, I've been trying to do things to make me feel normal. Like make me feel like I'm part. And I begin to tell him, number one, take a deep breath. This is not the first time. take a deep breath and let's go through it and let's see exactly. And that's what we have to do, be ears. You got to listen, be shoulders, be ears. Let them know you do have someone you could come to. You do have someone you could talk to. And that's what you said, the isolation. It makes people feel like nobody understands. Nobody else is going through this but me. They're going to think I'm crazy. Or they're going to think I'm going to do something to hurt somebody or hurt myself. And all the time you said, no, what you're doing, you're letting somebody else know, especially young people.
Absolutely.
You know, you can, because we have so many deaths with suicide with the young people. And my whole heart is go to somebody. And then the people that you go to, they don't want you to down, they don't want you to talk, just listen. You know, let them know, just listen. And I feel like this is all what this is about. Just one big community of listening ears and a big heart opening up, saying that come to us. You never know. Sometimes you look at people and you may say, wow, I didn't know he dealt with that.
Oh, they got it all together.
Yeah.
They got everything figured out. They got yeah. And then you hear, and it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, yeah, they're dealing with it. I mean, it's, you know, we all have our stuff that we deal with.
Yes.
And there's a lot of folks that probably couldn't relate to mental illness or the feelings of isolation, the anxieties before this. It was just something that they'd never experienced. And that lockdown, that isolation brought on a lot of concerns and a lot of things they may have never understood before.
Understood, because it never unleashed. I love it with the special needs and the Olympics and all, because it gives them a way out also, that you could get through life. You just got to find that knack that gets you over. The veterans, they go through a lot,
yeah.
you know. So they have their group. Matter of fact, some of them are coming out. And I just love it with that support. And that's what we need in the community, is a lot of support. There's support out there, but we need to connect. So we'll be able to say, oh, this one is doing that over there, you know, go there. This one doing, go there. So if we come together, that one thing to say on soul food, if you take all of these fingers and you put them together, you can make a powerful blow, a powerful fist. Mm-hmm. And I think, and I always believe that if we put all these resources together, knowing where everything is at, we can make a powerful blow. And Better for Beaufort is a good place to connect with. Mm-hmm. Fred Lyles, yes, they are good to connect with. And we want everybody to know that they are out there. And I am so happy. A ribbon in the sky, it is, when I think about the ribbons, it's like beautiful colors. Beautiful color. And everything got a color. Every disease have a color. Every type of cancer has a color. When I started this and researching, I'm like, I just thought pink was the color for breast cancer.
Right.
And it come to think, I'm too as a survivor for breast cancer. So this is something too, even for me. I'm a breast cancer survivor. And when I started looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's almost 200 something ribbon. It is about 40 something ribbon just for the different types of cancer. Mm-hmm. So I said, oh my gosh, this is just, it's beautiful, it's dynamic, because it brings people together, that they look at me as a pastor. You know, I pray for people against cancer and against, you know, and when it attack my body, you know, a lot of people are like, what? If you get it, then what's the hope for us? But I tell them I got it, so I can help other people to come through it. That's my thing, is I can tell you can survive with it. It's just that you just got to know how to survive. And that comes with, again, a good support group, and letting you know that you still can smile in the midst of it. Even though I did have sister-in-law that passed with cancer, niece that passed with colon cancer, another sister-in-law breast cancer, but it did not stop there. We are still living on with their memories and carrying it on and supporting those type of groups. And that's what we're here for with this ribbon in the sky. It's just to be a great support and let people know that after this, after April, it does not stop. We're going to come together after that and put together for next year and add more people. And then we'll be able to celebrate even more. Just one big celebration, not then, but celebrating with the people all through the year when they're going through whatever they're going through.
I get so frustrated with the sadness of funerals, I guess, and the sadness of loss. We need to just be celebrating what we had, what we have more, and nobody wants to lose anybody.
Right.
And some, I deal every day with, I miss my mom.
I miss my mom too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but it's, you celebrate who they are. You carry the best of who they are in your own life.
Yeah. When you think on the good things, that's what when you say mom, my Lord, that was my best friend. Everybody, you look, every sermon, she'll call me up and, what did you preach today? Or what? And I found myself, even a year later, with the Walmart, and I felt like, oh boy, we had a good time today. Let me call mom and tell her what. And I said, oh, mom is no longer here.
Yeah.
I could have got sad then, but I just decided, to go on with the conversation, that she would have with me, laughing about it or whatever. And that's what we got to do. We got to find a happy place with the memories. If you keep it sad, it'll stay on you longer. But when you begin to pick out those good things and find that laughter in the midst of it, and that's what we want people to do, pick out the good things. If God gave you 40 years with that person, you had to have some joy in those 40 years. We like to go back to our childhood with how mom did with us and the things she made. And so you can find happy medium in that. And that's what we want the people to know with this celebration. It's not that we doing this because happy that they are dead or happy
we're not
that
just
they're gone.
We're not it's not that you're forgetting.
That's right. It's helping you to remember in the right way.
Yep.
So that and those parents that's coming, I think one is Miss Bray Miller, Miss Lyon, and I forgot a few of them, but their part, they making it a reunion. She said they haven't been together in a while, so all of them is coming to the celebration as a reunion, and they was really happy, like somebody thinking about our children besides us. And I'm like, yes, that park, a lot of people go to that park. A lot of people don't know about it, but I see people going constantly in that park, and I'm sure they have the same question I have: what happened? Who are they?
Who are they?
Yeah, who are they? And then we start feeling sad for the parents because we don't truly know their story. But I've been finding out some good things. They had good lives. They really was doing one. Think of Bray Miller. Was hired as a teacher over on Hilton Head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hired as a teacher on Hilton Head, and a few months or a year later, car accident. But then he from the mom, he was a happy person. So just thinking about that now, when I see that name, I'm looking at that teacher and that happy person more so than wondering what happened. So this is what this is all about, helping to celebrate. We have an awesome community. We have an awesome mayor, the officials. Man, our chief of police, she's awesome. And I love the community officers. This is just fire department.
It's a special place.
It is. And that's why a lot of people is building up now. You see there's no land anywhere because people want to come to Bluffton.
Sure.
This is the place to live, place to raise the children. And I think so, even the schools, great principals at all these schools. And I love it. I really do. What
do you want to tell if folks, we obviously want them to come, but if they can't come, what they're struggling, or they're struggling getting past some of their loss, some of their grief, some struggling to get to that point of healing in the middle of all this dealing with the pandemic. What do you want the message to be to them coming out of this?
Coming out of this, I want them to know, like you said, it's not a cliche, you're not alone. But I want them to be able to reach out to us, the Ribbon in the Sky organization that have not even been put together yet, but I'm just talking in the future.
But this is a movement.
This
is really a movement.
I want them to feel like, wow, I want to be part of that movement. I want to know, what could I do to help someone else? to help ease someone else's pain. I want us to be able to put a group together that if you're there home with your wife and she's going through illness, that we'll come in and sit, give you a break. I want people to, whoever join this movement, keep it moving. Keep life moving and keep it moving with a smile. We want to show the heart. Matter of fact, the church, our slogan here is a little church with a big heart. I want this to be a little community with a big heart, and I want to show the heart. You could talk love, but love is action, and that's what we really want to do. We want to form this ribbon in the sky and not only just do a celebration, but help people celebrate every day with going through what they're going through.
Well, you are a person of action, and we certainly appreciate all that you do in moving the discussion and moving the mood and the necessary feeling of community. I mean, in the sense of community that you create. Before I let you go, anything that we didn't hit on that you want to get out there?
The only thing that I truly want to get out there, don't miss that light up parade. Bring your children. I think it just be joy. They will get happiness out of it. We're giving out free glow sticks and everything. We just want almost like bigger than the new year. New, fresh, and we want to get out that you could live again. Get this fresh start and let's move it. Let's keep it moving. And when you see somebody going through something, let them know that they are a ribbon in God's sky.
Fantastic. Reverend Gwendolyn Green, appreciate you so much and appreciate you taking the time today to tell us all about this wonderful event.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Mr. Wood, and it's good. Thank you for helping us to get it out into our community.
You got it.
Put the Yeti in the back and she's ready to rock. It's a May River thing. It's a May River thing.